Good morning, traders. Good morning, fellow peep collectors all over the world. I hope you guys are doing fine, and I'm also doing fine this side. So it's winter in South Africa, and during the winter period, we have a problem of load shedding. It's a serious problem. So hence, you see one video after a while, but it was not my intention. So whenever everything settles, sooner or later, we will have frequent videos. And then again, before I do whatever I want to do here, I just want to take this opportunity and say thank you so much for viewing my videos and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that. It does not go unnoticed. I really appreciate the effort. And with that said, today I want to show you something on currencies, but it's the same strategy that I use, just that today I'll be using currencies. And this will be a very, very short video because I'll go straight to the point, right? So as you can see, this is GBP AUD on M15. So there's something I want to show you about the power of higher time frames. All right, so now this is how I trade. Everything that I trade, this is how I start my day in trading. So I go to whatever I want to trade, but as you know that I specialize in V75. I went back to Nasdaq again, but hey, these local brokers, man, I don't have to complain about them anymore. I just have to leave them as they are. So now, on currencies, depending on the broker that you are trading, I cannot now recommend any local broker. So now on currencies, as you see here is GBP AUD. This is a live chart on M15. This was my order block here. So price mitigated this, and then it mitigated the bullish order block. Therefore, the buy was taken here. However, look at the reversal again, back to the same order block again here. All right, back to the same order block here. So now this is how I tackle the chart. I go all the way to monthly time frame. So all these are my alerts. So now let me delete everything that I have here. This way of trading is so powerful. Like you can make enough money. Just that the problem is, it needs you to be patient. And the question is, are you that patient enough to wait for that thing to happen? So now I go to monthly time frame, and then I try to find the bias, the bias of the trend. All right. So what do we have here? Here we have to look then the current break of market structure. Was it bullish or bearish? Then when we find that, then we'll know that our trend is bearish or bullish. As simple as that. So now my chart don't want to go far to my left. However, I believe that this reversal was respecting of an order block. All right. So now we look at that move that respected that order block, and then where does that move come from? Then that is the swing high. This is the swing high. All right. So this is the swing high. That's where the liquidity is resting. And then now I want to believe that this was respecting an order block. Unfortunately, this month time frame, I cannot go beyond this. On XM, I'm not using the trading views. On trading view, you can go beyond this. So now this is the swing high that mitigated, I believe, an order block here or it gave us the change of character. Let's talk about what we have here. It gave us the change of character. So this low broke structure here, right? That low broke structure here. Then this is all that we need to take our trade, right? So that this low that gave us the change of character did what? Broke structure here. And then why do I say this, the change of character here? We have this low here, right? We have this low here, right? And then we have this high, and then we have this low again. So we have a low, high, and then a lower low. So this liquidity grab and then the break of the previous high. So this confirms that this is a change of character. Now this confirms that the trend changes direction. Now it changes biasness. It is now bullish while it was bearish. So after you see this, then it is bullish now. So now when you come to this change of character where we have to focus on, then we take away this. So then what do we have then here? Here whenever we have a change of character, it's either we have an immediate retest or the retest will happen after some mitigations somewhere from all the liquidity that will be grabbed up here. But keep in mind that this retest will happen. All right, so it's either we have an immediate retest or the imbalance will be filled first, and then all the liquidity will be grabbed, and then we'll have a retest. All right, so as you can see here, we have a clear break. All right, we have a clear break. We don't have an immediate retest. So what then does it mean? It means that the moment this break happened, the close of this bullish candle here, you have to quickly come back to this hidden order block, and then you put your rectangle all the way up, depending on where you want to leave it. So you can leave it here, is fine. You can leave it here, is fine. However, if ever you leave it here or here, put an alert here that whenever price gets to this here, right? Whenever price gets to this level here, so this alert will let you know that, hey, price got to your point of interest. So this is a point of interest there. All right, so this is a point of interest. Keep in mind, this is a monthly time frame. So now when this change of character happened, and then we anticipate a retest there, as much as the retest has not yet happened. So what then do we do then? This is what to do. We have to look on the structure that that gave us that change of character down the right. We need to look at the structure that gave us the change of character down there. So what do we have? We have a swing high. Okay, so this swing high, what did it do on the left? It cleared liquidity. Yeah. So what is this? This is not a break of market structure, but this is just a stop hand. So now, what then do we do? The opening candle that gave us a stop hand, we take from the opening to the close as our point of interest. So where is the opening of the candle? Is down here. Before I drag it to my right, so this is the opening of this bullish candle that grabbed the liquidity with just a wick. So what then do we do? This is what we do. As you can see, exactly at the opening of this bullish candle that grabbed liquidity here, it's also a point of interest after this here. All right, so when you see this, forget about the news, forget about the speech, Boris Johnson resigns, forget about the FOMC, forget about the governor's speech, whoever is speaking, forget about them. just set your buy limit here, and then this is your take profit here. But keep in mind, this is a monthly time frame. So I'm trying to show you that monthly time frame really do work. So if ever your order gets activated there, and then you see some profit there, then you lock your profits here, and then go and do something else. So all this move all the way up there, no matter what, this will be mitigated. This point of interest will be mitigated. And then again, what makes me so sure that it will be mitigated, look at these imbalances here. Look at this imbalance here. Price must balance this gap, right? Price must come and fill this gap, right? Price must come and fill all these gaps. So with your buy here, you can make this your take profit 1, and then this your take profit 2, and then your ultimate take profit is at the open of the candle that gave us a stop hand. Right, so it's simple as that, colleagues. Like so simple. So now, when this happens, so this is your point of interest, and then this is your point of interest here on monthly time frame. I'm gonna use only 3 time frames, and then I'll be done. So on monthly, we knew that we have to mitigate here, and then to take our buy here. So now we have to look again at the most recent trend. What does it give us? It comes from a bullish order block. So what does it mean? The trend is bullish. All right. So now how do we confirm it? Again, we need to look where the change of character is, and then where is that change of character. This is the low that mitigated what the order block. So what do you do? That low comes from this high here. So anything above this high, then it will be a clear change of character in a bullish direction. However, look at this internal structure here. So this internal structure on its own speaks volume. So what do? Then we mark this hidden order block of the internal structure here, right? We mark this order block of the internal structure here. So this again is a point of interest. Remember, we are still on monthly time frame. So let the market flow. Let the market feel this imbalance. So let the market feel this imbalance here. Let the market feel this imbalance here. So your take profit 1 you can start to put your take profit here. Why here and not up here? Because when the imbalance is filled, then they can reverse the market, right? So now they can reverse to the market, then push it back to the point of interest, as we see here this week. Where is it exactly? After this here, okay. This was just an inducement, all right? This was just an inducement. This is just to scare you off and say, hey, this thing now it changed the direction. But how does it change the direction before it reaches a point of interest? There's no way that it can reach it can change the direction until it reaches a point of the point of interest. So what they do here is just to hypnotize you. They want you to do whatever they want you to do. So instead of if ever you start to sell here, so you put your stop loss somewhere up here, then you see a take profit is down here. But why will you have a take profit down here, and why will you sell here, right? So be careful of those inducements. So now from this, where is the take profit from this point of interest there, from this buy here? The highest place, the highest point where this mitigation comes from, all right? And then with some liquidity, with some liquidity, and then usually in this instance, you need to check that liquidity in a form of imbalance. And then where is that? this here. We have a break of market structure prior to the mitigation of that. Then this imbalance will be filled, and then where is the liquidity resting in this structure that mitigated that order block? The liquidity is just above this here. And then as you can see, that liquidity has been grabbed by this week here. So now what do we have now here? We now have a stop hunt here. This is not a break of market structure. This is a stop hunt, right? This is a stop hunt. And then from here, where to for the market then? This, this then here, this is a bullish base order block here, all right? So this is a bullish base order block, which became a bearish break or order block, from a bullish base order block to bearish break order block here, right? So then what do? We mark it. This is our point of interest there. So when price gets here, we're gonna sell because it failed to hold the price up. So we're gonna sell. As you can see, price rejected there and came back to the point of interest again. As simple as that. Remember, this is monthly. So what then are we doing here? Do we still have a point of interest somewhere here? We do have still this last bearish candle that have been engulfed by this bullish candle. And then it is very, very clear that this last bearish candle has been engulfed. But what are the chances of price coming down to this last down candle? What do we have that will attract the price down here? Now let's look at this. We have this equal low here. So there's liquidity resting below this equal low. So if ever you see an equal low or equal high, always know that there's liquidity resting below it. So before this equal low was formed, what do we have? Do we have any break of market structure? Remember, always trade with the recent trend. What is the recent trend here? It's bearish. Why do I say it's bearish? Because we have a break of market structure here. So this is not an accident. All right. So now on monthly, then now we go to weekly time frame. Does it confirm that the most recent trend is bearish? Yes. On weekly, we still confirm it, and then where is that last down candle now? Now things are a little bit much clearer. So this is how it is. So now this is our point of interest. I hope you are learning something, guys. This thing is so simple. Like you don't have to confuse yourself. So now this is the point of interest. Okay, on monthly, let's see, this whole candle is our point of interest, and then when we refine it on weekly, now we see why this is our point of interest, because we have this imbalance here. It needs to be balanced, and then again we have an equal low here. So we have liquidity resting here, and then we have the imbalance here. All right. So the most recent trend is what is bearish. All right. So we're on weekly. Then now we go to daily time frame. Right, so we understand that the most recent trend is what is bearish, and then again we see here we have the break and retest. This week on its own, it speaks a lot of volume. This week on its own speaks a lot of volume, but we are not there yet. So now this equal low here, let me just fix it. Yeah, this equal low here need to be taken out the liquidity that's resting below here. It needs to be taken out. But what gave us this equal low? This first low comes from this high, which broke structure, right? As simple as that. It broke structure in which direction? In a bearish direction, right? Broke structure in a bearish direction, and then we have a retest, and then we have an equal low that matched the previous low, and then we have a reversal again to the same breaker block, and then now price is on an Asian range, right? So now GBP AUD is in Asian range, so we expect anything to break below this low or above this here. So but you know that we have the point of interest that is resting below this equal low, so we expect a break below this. And then where will that break be? Where exactly do you expect a break? We expect to see the market trade below this here, and that is 1.71667. All right, so we expect to see the market break this with a candle, and then we know that we're gonna take a sell, and then that sell, when you take that sell, if ever you trading currencies, then this is your point of interest, or your take profit must be here. This is 1.63722. all right, take profit 1 and take profit 2 here, 1.61524. Then now when things are like this, we simply now know what to do. We have to wait for the market to break here. Hence I said, are you patient enough to wait for the market to break here on a daily time frame? And then when the market okay, before we get there, then set an alert again here. All right, so when the market gets there, so you'll get the ring, hey Njabulo, your point of interest is not mitigated. And then when it gets there, you then switch to your preferred lower time frame. Okay, I prefer M15 for my reasons. All right, I prefer M15. So now on M15, this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. We expect a break below this. All right, on M15, this is what it looks like. And then the only thing you can do currently on M15 is just to scalp only. That's the only thing you can do on M15. Is just to scalp. We do not have a clear direction yet. You can just scalp, buy, scalp, sell, scalp, buy, scalp, sell. Yeah, all those things. So just a recap: we started on monthly. We understood that the most recent the most recent trend is what? It's bearish. Why the bearish? Because it respected the point of interest of the bearish direction. Okay, so now we had a change of character here, the bullish change of character. It had to mitigate the bearish point of interest, and then this is now the second this is the mitigation after the mitigation. And then before the mitigation, what do we have? We have a break of market structure and a liquidity grab where in a bullish direction. This is not the break of market structure. All right, so well, before this liquidity grab, what we have a change of character again here, and then price is currently the change of character. And then inside that hidden order block, what do we have? We have an equal low, and then we still have this last down candle here of that change of character. So price need to come to here. And then on weekly time frame, it gets more clearer why we say the recent trend is bearish. We see a break and a retest there, and then on daily, we have to wait for the market to break this in a bearish direction, and then you take a sell, and then you go to preferred lower time frame. As I said, I prefer M15, and then let's see if we can get to your point of interest on M15. What you gonna do then? How far can I go with this to the point of interest on M15? Because you need to know exactly where will the price react. All right, you need to know exactly where will your take profit be at, and then if it continues to drop below that, then you must know that you will add more sales. So as you can see, this is where it ends. But yeah, this is all I wanted to show you. So there's no need for me to continue showing the same thing on Euro GBP or your GBP JPY or whatever. I showed you one thing, then apply the same method everywhere. So I wish you a happy trading day and a happy trading week and a happy trading month. And all those watching my video for the first time, please do subscribe because you are in for more content. So that's all that I wanted to show you today, colleagues. Quick and simple and straight to the point. So whatever happens during the news, ignore such thing, just set and forget. All right. So I hope you find this helpful. So for anything else, my link, and then guys, the link that I leave here, it is not a link to my mentorship. This is a link to my personal Telegram. All right. So if ever you open that link, you'll get to talk to me direct. You are not going to the mentorship. I hope some they confused that, but now I hope I'm clear. I'm clearing everything. All right. Have a good trading day and a good trading weekend, a good trading month, and a good trading journey. My name is Njabulo. My Telegram link will be dropped in the description section below, not anywhere else, but yeah. All right, have a good day. I'm out. Sure.